Well, a disturbing crime in Alpharetta. That's where police say two armed teenagers carjacked an 80-year-old woman in the parking deck of her senior living facility. Now, police say just a little while later, the thieves were spotted 30 miles south in East Point. Fox 5's Portia Bruner is live in Alpharetta, where she spoke with police about this incident. Portia?
Well, just a bit of good news here. Police in Alpharetta telling us that 80-year-old carjacking victim was not injured during the ordeal, but understandably shaken up. Police are telling us that they have two men in custody, but suspect there could have been a third person, perhaps another teenager, involved in this crime. Alpharetta police say these are the two handguns tossed by 16-year-old carjacking suspects running from Georgia State Troopers Thursday night.
It's striking that two 16-year-old boys, or three 16-year-olds, had firearms in their possession with one of them stolen. So we're definitely glad that nobody was seriously injured.
Alpharetta police officer Howard Miller says two 16-year-old boys are in custody, charged with armed robbery and carjacking. The victim, an 80-year-old woman who called 911 from the parking deck of her senior living facility here on Fanfare Way in Alpharetta at 6:30 Thursday evening.
Her vehicle was taken at gunpoint by a suspect. The suspect took her vehicle and left our area.
Later that night, Alpharetta police learned the carjacking victim's vehicle was spotted more than 30 miles away at this Chick-fil-A on Cleveland Avenue in East Point. The officer says the vehicle was still in the parking lot when Alpharetta police arrived. They called East Point to help make the arrest.
The suspects then were leaving the restaurant, got in the car, saw the East Point Police Department rolling up. They take off at a high rate of speed. Of course, a police pursuit starts.
Investigators say the suspects led police and Georgia State Troopers on a chase along I-75, and that's where the chase ended after a state trooper performed a pit maneuver, forcing the suspects to crash. So
two in custody, one still possibly outstanding somewhere down in South Fulton County.
Of course, since those suspects are 16 years old, police are not releasing their names. The officer tells me, though, that they're trying to get more information from those teens to get a sense of exactly who was involved and who this third player may be. Quickly now, we should also point out the state trooper who performed that pit maneuver sustained some pretty serious wrist injuries, but I'm told today that officer has been treated and released for those injuries. Reporting live from Alpharetta Police Headquarters, Portia Bruner, Fox 5 News.
That's good to hear, Portia. Thanks.